I'm Andrew Jenkinson, the Caravan Expert, and welcome to my Caravan channel. Hi, I'm at Whitford Caravan Centre, and they're main Coachman dealers as well as Eldis and Explore. Now, Whitford Caravan Centre are here just on the outskirts of Burnley. They've been here for many years. They've sold a lot of different makes of caravans. It's only a small dealership, but it's such a friendly dealership. I love it when I come here. There's always a cup of tea and a biscuit. Right, so what am I looking at today? Well, I'm looking at a Coachman VIP 460. Now, it's a nice little compact and washroom two-berth tourer, which I think offers quite a lot. Although it isn't cheap, it's nearly 27k. But with Coachman, you get that extra feeling of build quality. It feels solid, and there's lots of goodies on this. There's lots of things like you obviously got your Aldi heating, and also your things like your radio, and lots of LED lighting. Fantastic sunroof here, very bright, very airy, good quality upholstery. So is it all that good? Do I really have to say any more? Well, actually, let's go and have a look. Let's have a look around and let's see what the rest of the 460 holds, because the VIP range have been around for a long time, since around about 1988, and in that time what they've done, they've built the VIP range up to now. It's a real range that people aspire to, and to be quite honest, I can see why. For 2021, they've not done a lot to these vans because they didn't really need to. But I'm not going to try and sell you this van, I'm just going to review it. So hey, come on, let's get on, and let's get on with the review. So what better place to start than the front lounge, should I say, front lounge. What am I doing? Right, yeah, pretty much safe configuration. 2 single settees here, which can be made into 2 single beds, although they're not overly long, but it'll make into a decent sized double bed, and that's using the slats, which again, there you go, quite nice and smooth. I like the old way where Luna had the pull-out section. I thought it was better, and also was quicker, and slats are a bit messy. But anyway, that's a minor criticism. There's a sensor down there for the alarm, but and I say the seat and the cushion is really, really comfortable. I've just sat on it before. As a place you can pop your phone on to charge up, main socket, speaker there for your DAB radio, and also nice little cubby hole and things to put odd bits and pieces in. And look at that great sunroof that you get in here. It really is good. It's typical Coachman. It's very well finished off. It really is excellent. Now you have a big ledge here, and of course this conceals a table. Put your coffee and tea on there when you don't want the full main table up. There's light switches here, obviously the other speaker, more LED spot lamps, and it's very, very comfortable. It's a very nice area to be in. But what you don't get, and I'm a bit surprised at this, don't forget this has got Aldi heating, so there's no blown air vents here, but you don't get any access lockers for the bedding, and I think that's a bit naughty. On a tour of this this ilk, it should have those on. So sorry Coachman, that's a bit of a black mark. It might not bother some people, but having to faff around opening all this lot up to put your bedding in, oh, could be a bit of a nuisance when you can just literally open that up and slide it in. Okay, storage, well we saw a bit there, but you've got your decent overhead lockers here, got your shelving here too, so you can put bits and pieces in, and look, that just nicely shuts too, nice and, yep. And you've got a small hikey roof vent here. Again, you don't need the big hikey roof vent, but I think a big hikey roof vent would have added even more light in here, and yeah, been a little bit better maybe. But anyway, enough of that. More locker storage on here, and generally a very, very, very comfortable place to be. So what's the rest of the van now? Let's have a look at the kitchen area and see if that is as practical as it should be. What I like about this is it's got lots and lots of work surface, and to add to this they've got an extra fold up flap, so plenty of worktop, and also a good deep sink, and you get a clip-on drainer there of course. Plus you've got the latest Thetford oven, which is all sparking. This is all really nice and glitzy. And of course you get a dual fuel hob on there too. Overhead storage is good and deep. Got all your crockery in there. There you go. Everything's nicely finished. That's what I like about Coachman. It is nicely finished. You get of course the extractor fan, which takes all those nasty cooking smells away. And when it comes to storage, more storage, you've got these nice big drawers. They don't glide back in, but does that really matter? But it just feels everything's nicely put together. And some more storage there. And of course, it has got a microwave and a fridge. And it's got the latest Dometic fridge. So, fridge freezer, looks all rather smart. And you've also got for your knives and forks. And this central chest here also conceals a more storage. Plus, you've got some handy USB points here, two twin sockets, 12 volt, your thing for your TVL, because you use a status aerial on. And I quite like this, it's like chrome strip on it, just nicely finished up, but everything feels nice and tidy and very nice and tightly made and put together. Of course, you get the decent microwave. Now, one little criticism, and this is a criticism that probably applies to elders, I think, as well, is that they still use these little plastic corner clips there. Now that is going back a few years. That's ABI used to use those a lot, and it'd be nice if those were eradicated at some stage, because it just makes it look a little bit, just takes the edge off, I think. You might not think, you might think differently. Maybe it's a personal choice. But anyway, that's your kitchen. And you've got plenty of room there for people to move past you while you're cooking or whatever. And it's all nice and practical. Look at, you've got plenty of storage. It's really, really nice. For two people, this van really is a tourer that you could be away for weeks on end and feel still very comfortable, not claustrophobic. It's looking really good. And before we go into that washroom, we'll have a quick look here at the cupboard as you come in, he says. And you've got some more storage here, and it's quite deep storage too. Look at that. So that's good. And a mirror, of course, as you come in. Plus, you've got your controls above the door. Sorry, it's a bit dark there because it has gone quite dark. It's quite sort of raining. And also, you've got your heating settings for your Aldi heating. Okay, so we'll have a bit of a look in that washroom, and then we'll do a sum up. Wow. Well, Coachman have always been really well known for doing a great washroom. Washroom grates also apply to people like Luna as well. They used to do good rear washroom. And in all fairness, Bailey they do a very sizable one. But Coachman are probably the king of the end washrooms. And look at this, they've got a really decent sized shower here. So I like, look at that. It's just nicely finished off. You can just tell you're in a Caravan of quality. Now, while we're just in the washroom, again, it would be good to see a roof vent in there to get the steam out from there. I know you've got one here. Got a little mini hikey here. But I think that really would be the thing, because you do have a window here, in all fairness, which will open up actually, just let a bit more light in. It's a bit better. And of course, don't forget your towel holder there, stroke warm, put your wet towels on when you got the Aldi heating whirring away. And it does let some more ventilation, but I think that's a vent in that washroom would be ideal. You've got storage up here, you've got LED lighting hidden here, so again, good lighting levels. And when it comes to storage, well, you've got the wardrobe here, just got the carpet in there, of course, all packed away. And some 2 drawer storage there. Now you come around this bit here, and I just really like all this, how it's all sort of finished off. It looks really nice. I like all this. It's all smart. Look at that. It's just like, oh, there's a shower head. But it's just all feels nice and well put together. And a very big mirror in there. Again, you'll get me in there. I'm sorry about that. And again, really, what can you complain about? Really, I say, it is a very good rear washroom. Spot here again, a bit more storage, wardrobe, and for your table too. So that just nicely shuts. But what I like about it is the feel. This van just feels so well put together. There's no doubt about it. Coachman have got that edge on their competitors. Right. So decent room enough here to get changed. And wow, with the Aldi heating on, your radiator on there, this really be a warm spot. Oh, I do like that. It's a really nice deep basin on that. It's really good. Okay, let's go and have a summary. Okay, so for just short of 27k, it's a lot of money, but then again, for a tourer of this ilk, is it a lot of money? Because at the end of it, it just feels such a nice tourer. It feels well made, it feels well put together. Yes, there's some things like the access flaps there that I do feel should be in on a tourer of this price. We've got plenty of storage for 2. You know, even on a wet day in Burnley, pre-lockdown, because the lockdown coming very shortly, I believe, it still feels very, very comfortable. There's no heating on, obviously. There's no lighting on. I'm just here on an afternoon, on a winter's afternoon, and it feels very comfortable. So, do I recommend the 462 VIP? Well, yes, I do. If you pay slightly less, a few grand less for an Arcadia 462, which is a very nice van, which I highly rate, you shall find a video on here of the 2020 model that I did a little while ago. I did rate that as well. Now, is it worth paying up? Well, that's down to the individual. You do get a slightly better finish on here regarding the locker design, etc., and a few of the little bits and pieces, and you've got that VIP badge. Call it badge snobness, it doesn't matter really, because at the end of the day you've got a Coachman VIP, and to a lot of people on site that means that you've got a tourer there of outstanding quality. So for 2021, is the 460 going to be another popular layout in the VIP range as per norm? Well, I think it will do, and that end washroom will sell it to a lot of people, especially if you're using a lot of small CL sites where facilities are very limited. And also, if you want to be able to go around all season touring, this is the van to do it. It's not perfect by any means. There's a few little niddles, but then again, there's always niddles in a van. It's just when there's lots of niddles that when it really gets you down, and you know that it's not as good as it should be. But this is typical to Coachman standards. Sorry about the hair. I'll say not had it cut, so I'm a bit rough and it's a bit windy out there. But anyway, please subscribe. Please keep giving your comments, and let's get the subscriptions up. I think they're around about the 600 at the moment. I want to try and get it up to 800 plus by sort of New Year if I can. Let's get more videos out there, and I hope you like what I'm doing, the mixture as well. So from Whitford Caravan Centre, Burnley, in good old Lancashire, my home county, Red Rose County, it's time to go.